there is a quarterback that is undefeated against Ohio State, and he's from the University of Michigan.
Whoa.
Right.
Actual national champion. D-But's got a question for you, Kirk Herbstreit.
Yeah, no, winner. We were boots on the ground, I think, for his last 2 games. J.J. McCarthy, when he goes to that next level, you kind of talked about it earlier, system or building your team around a quarterback and changing that system. He had a great system in Michigan, obviously showing more in what he did with the run game. In some games, he didn't have to put a lot on his shoulders. But what do you see the ceiling being for J.J. McCarthy, who now we're hearing post-combine could be in that top 3-4 pick range?
Yeah, I think a big thing with him, just watching him these last 3 years, is, you know, and you know this better than anybody defending these quarterbacks. We can sit here and break down film all we want, but you know, there's a guy that has an infectious personality. He's a winner. He kind of has, as they say, like that it factor. This kid has that. Like, say whatever you want about his game. Like, I'd want him to be my quarterback because of how he makes everybody around him believe. Now, the system that they put in with him, I can't wait to see where he goes, because you better have, kind of like what Michigan had, that balanced attack, offensive line, which is a rare commodity in the NFL, but an offensive line that can win a line of scrimmage. You can run the football. If you have that and you pick J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit. This guy is outstanding, where it's not all on him and we're going to run like what Kyler Murray does with the Cardinals. You know, like if you can build an offense where you can have, like I said, a balanced attack where he can go play action, he can throw on early downs, and you better respect the line of scrimmage. And I don't know who that would be in those first 10 or 15 picks. I don't know who would fit that as far as who has a need. But that kid, there are a lot of these guys, if they go to the right spot. I mean, Penix, you saw what he did at his workout.
4.5. He ran a 4.5. Herbie, I don't know if you heard that.
I know, and he can sling it. You got Bo Nix. A lot of these guys are just kind of afterthoughts because of Drake May and Jaden Daniels, who I think could be the best one of the bunch.
Okay.
I mean, this is a hell of a year. This is going to be a fun crop of quarterbacks to look back at 3, 4, 5 years down the road and to see like who hit, who didn't, because the odds are stacked against them. If you just go back to the last 15 or 20 years, these guys typically, if you have 5 guys, if 2 of them hit, it was a good year. So the odds aren't in their favor. But man, when you just look at these guys and watch them, what they did in college, a lot of them have a ton of reps. A lot of them played a lot of football. A lot of them went through some pain, like what Caleb Williams did by leaving Oklahoma and going to USC, not winning every game. J.J. McCarthy battling, trying to bring Michigan up and over Ohio State, winning big bowl games. I mean, they've been challenged. They've had a ton of reps. I'm a big, how many reps have you played in college guy? And all these dudes that are coming out. Think about Bo Nix, what he did at Auburn, trying to fulfill a lifelong dream of his to play for Auburn. Didn't work out. Lost a ton of games. He had to go all the way out to Oregon. And then he took off in those 2 years. So I just think that all these guys have a great story and have hit a lot of adversity and played a lot of football. And I think that helps them when it comes to trying to project if they'll make it in the NFL.
I think so too. You know, scars, calluses, that develops maturity and everything like that. A lot of football, though, you've been saying that for like the last couple of years during these draft nights. Seems like the people who've seen a lot or gone through a lot, it's helping them. You know, you look back at, like, we don't want to point out like Trey Lance didn't play a lot of football.
Nope.
Did not play a lot of football. So whenever he gets there, it's like, oh, he can still develop so much or whatever. But can he? And is he going to get the time to do it in real reps in actual football? And he never did. Now he's at Dallas still. People forget that. But then some guys who play a lot of ball. C.J. Stroud played a lot of ball. And also had some pain.
C.J. Stroud,
Yeah, play a lot of ball. Now, one of those guys played a lot of ball you're talking about. Tone's got a question for you.
Yeah, Herbie, it was months ago that you were on this show and we're talking about Jaden Daniels and potentially you were talking about him. You said watch.
Army Navy.
Yeah, was that what it was?
Yes, yeah. Army Navy.
And you said he's going to rise, and he has, and now some people are coming out and saying he is their number one coming out. Do you still feel that way now that Caleb Williams is Chase's mentor down there? Are you still that high on Jaden Daniels, and why is that?
Man, Jaden Daniels, as the NFL game evolves and changes and becomes, again, doing a lot of college, a lot of NFL, it used to be the NFL filtered down into the college game. And now you can make a very strong argument that these NFL offensive minds are frustrated with trying to get the college quarterback to learn, like we talked earlier about the NFL system, the 7-step drop, play from the pocket. I'm not saying that still doesn't exist. I'm just saying I think the smart guys are learning, hey, we've got to start running some of this, whether it's RPO or you're running some kind of version of what you see on Saturday. And now you're seeing these guys that do that, you're seeing them have a lot of success. So I think with the way the game's evolving, the ability to be that dual threat is essential if you want to go to that next level. And Jaden Daniels, man, he is so electrifying. And another guy started his freshman year at Arizona State. I called a game his freshman year, and he played Oregon. They were an underdog at home. He ends up beating Justin Herbert, which was a great game for him. He had Ayuk on that team. I mean, he's been around. He's played a lot.